Hey, Kimmy, baby, I had a book over here in this drawer. You seen it?
You mean a little black book? Oh, honey, I cleaned out those drawers in that whole room and made a big donation to Goodwill. But don't worry, we can get you another one.
Oh, hell no.
You're never going to believe what happened to me today at the Goodwill. I found a book of seed phrases, honey. I can get those hair transplants now. Oh.
Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend.
It's alright now because anything you do, well, it's alright. Well, it's alright.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. Frozen, neck is frozen. Catch me rolling, I'm the chosen. Snow is falling, Elfie's calling. Check my list twice, most of y'all done. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen. Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. No, I can't forget about the one with the red nose. When I fly high, my sleigh still stay 10 toes. Bring the beat, bring the trees, bring the cheese. Put the lights up, 'tis the season. Need no Grinch types, no Ebenezer. Don't believe this, y'all need Jesus. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag. I got racks in my sack or in my bag. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Christmas is coming. Start sending your letters off to Santa. Christmas is coming, yeah. Better be nice if you want your present. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. Christmas is coming, yeah. Staying up late looking out the window, yeah. Christmas is coming, yeah. Spotting some sleigh rides and some jingle bells. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. is coming. Roasting some chestnuts on the fire. Yeah. Christmas is coming, yeah. Celebration and surprises. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. Ooh, yeah. Tell all your brothers, sisters, and mama and papa too. Oh yeah, yeah.
Ring-a-ding, ding-a-ling. You gotta ask yourself, what kind of life do I have if I don't have a little cowbell in it? Having a little cowbell in your life is the only kind of life to have, in my personal opinion. The only one that's really got all the ring to the ding-a-lings. What does that even mean? Nobody asked you. Just push the button. You mean this button? I mean, just push the damn button. This one right here? Just push the damn button. You're getting awful touchy. John, I woke up this morning with one nerve, and I'll be damned if you didn't get on it! Would you be so kind, sir? It's just... push the damn button. I do it! Thank you, Habib.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dogg. Right behind me is the 4-hour chart of Total 3 that represents your altcoins, my altcoins, most of all our altcoins minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. And on this 4-hour chart, she's looking mighty fine. Mighty, mighty, mighty fine. I would dare say we probably got a breakout. A confirmed breakout, if you will. Oh my god, are you going to draw a flag pattern? For real? Are you going to do that? Oh, no, I need to quick channel. Stop. Do I need to click off? Oh. You bloody sellout, you. Not only that, but if we blow up this little guy, you know how to tell if you really got a breakout? Well, you might want to check out with your RSIs and see if they also kind of lean over to a little breakout. And this one does. RSI is coming in currently at 64%. We don't technically get into our hot zone until we get about 70%. And even then, they can go dang near up to 100. We got some uppity action to go here. And notice also this purple line crossing over this yellow signal line. That's like a moving average of this, and that's a plus. 4 hours says altcoins are getting ready to get busy, and that should make us all happy, except they're not going to get busy this hour. It's like this hour we're doing a retest. Oh gosh darn it, it would have to be on this stream, wouldn't it? Why can't we ever get the pump? Here on the 15-minute on Total 3, we're getting a little bit of pullback on our altcoins at the moment. It looks like it might want to, do you want to go down deeper? Looks like she might flirt with the idea of coming back just a little bit. So for the next few hours, altcoins might get a little bit of a pullback. And in the meantime, Bitcoin can't make up its mind which side of $100,000 that it wants to be on. You want to be on the plus side or on the negative side of it? She can't seem to make up her mind yet. To me, let's see, we're on the 1 hour. Let's zoom out a little bit on Bitcoin. Gotta wet my whistle. Oh. Whistle has been wetted. Daily Bitcoin also. Man, we're above that 9-moving average. I can't say anything bad about you, Bitcoin, on the 9-moving average or on the daily chart. That still looks beautiful. About like it did yesterday. Let's come down to the 4-hour on Bitcoin. What does the 4-hour say? Still above that 9-moving average, but what's going on here? It's trying to catch up with this movement here, looks like, and she looks like she wants to cross negatively over that 21. She doesn't have to. She could do 180 here. Price is still above it. I wouldn't sweat it at the moment, but it is something to look at, saying, hey man, there might be some little periods of sideways for Bitcoin this weekend. Does that surprise anybody that Bitcoin would go sideways on the weekend? More than likely, it probably will. I don't know if we'll get past 100,000 again, but anywhere she starts flirting with these low 90s, I'm buzzing. I'm adding to my bags under 100,000 now, and preferably in the lower 90s if we can get back down there. I don't know that we will, but if we do, your dog is going to be buying more, adding more Bitcoin to his bag here. Let me clear out some of this stuff here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do have crypto, you do need to keep your crypto secure. I highly recommend that you have a good wallet. There are several good wallets out there. One of them, the most notable one, being the Tangem wallet. The Tangem wallet. And I'll tell you what, you can save 10% with codename dog, but right now they have got a holiday special which is giving you buy one get one at 50% off, and it's hard to beat that. It looks like the promo code that you would want to use on that is Black Friday 15. That does not help support the channel. The code word dog does, but hey, you got to do what you got to do when you can do it, right? And they're doing a really good sale, so thought I'd mention that. 15% off holiday 3-card set marked down from $69 to $59. Not bad. 2-card set marked down to 46 from 54. And the Tangem ring with 2 cards is marked down from 160 to 39. You can grab an extra wallet 50% off with a 3-card set for $34.95. I'm kind of liking this. I have got to get another wallet too, and I'm debating. I don't know if I'm going to get the ring yet. I want that ring. That ring's kind of cool. I haven't decided yet. I kind of like it. You can also get colors, and they have a limited. Oh, you got a Bitcoin one? I didn't know that. My goodness. Tangem. Hey, man. So, for the next little bit, Black Friday 15% off. Any other time, DAWG will always save you 10% off. Just saying. Let's take a look at crypto bubbles for the day and see what's popping off. Looks like the biggest sector that's been popping off for the day has been here. About 4% on the 7 to 800 list here. What's going? Kendu. Keep hearing that name. Zen. Interesting. Those are some of the big movers today. 2 to 300 range there. Looks like Orca is taking the cake. There's $6. Orca, you whale, you. ACX at 102. Sushi Swap, you're at 17. I am not in Sushi Swap. Wow. I usually find myself in and out of that one at some point, but I'm not in it at the moment. Let's give a hello to everybody hanging out in the chat. How's it going, chat people? What's up with you? We got 16 people. We're glad to have you here. We'll get started very briefly. We got Glasshopper. How's it going, Glasshopper? There's Strega. Glasshopper joined the fan club. Hey man, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. There will be some fresh video content coming on in the membership areas, and it's just been it's been crazy this past few weeks though. We'll be trying to start up a chart school series over there too, going over just hero or zero to hero on TA, I guess. Going from the beginnings to the middles to the wherever we are right now. Tenzin says, "Can you check Tectum?" I'll put that on my list right there. Duality Crypto says, "Hello, everyone." See if I missed anybody. We got Ave. How's it going? Ave Medina, how's it going, my man? Trey Spot. Quartercrawler, bruh. Hey, welcome to the stream, my man. And Tommy 2 Liters. And I believe I saw Celinda in here. I can't remember if I said hi. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, Orca, right? Let us take a look at a few things, shall we? Looks like that very creepy. You're kind of creeping me out right now, Road Dog. I want to have a creepy stream. Whoa! All right, so total 3. We just looked at that. She's looking pretty good, man. Still respecting this trend line we got drawn, and she just going right on through that resistance area. What was resistance way back over here at this area? That was and then we had basically, even though I mean it sucked, but considering what we got, that 382, I think that pullback was I was about to say mild, but I'm changing my tune now. I think it's just an illusion on the screen. You lost like about $300 billion. Yeah, that wasn't fun. And now we're at $1.11 trillion. We got the angel numbers and trillions of dollars going on right there. And Bitcoin dominance, if you can see that down here, we are still hanging around the 55-cent area. We kind of went up and then we started coming back down, meaning we got a rejection. We seem to be possibly in a little mini altcoin season. I'm telling you, with Bitcoin dominance, I still maintain this, that I'm not yet convinced on these bigger time frames that it will last, just because of how bullish that the moving averages are. But it looks like we might be flirting with the idea of coming down from 55% down to 52%. And hey, man, that just makes our bags pop. But do notice that while we are here at the 360 moving average, she's trying to get some teeth in the ground here. She's trying to get some traction here, and we got to watch carefully. Now, this weekend, if our alts are going to pop, this is going to lose that. Let's come down to a 4-hour time frame on total or Bitcoin dominance and see if she's looking any kind of bearish kind of way. Ichimoku Cloud says, I'm ready to dump on your ass. This is a family show, Ichimoku Cloud. I'd respect it if you would please watch your language. Thank you very kindly. It's below the non-moving average, which also says, I'm going to beat your ass. Non-moving average, this is a family show. I advise you to please watch your language before we have to ban you. Keep it positive. You might also look at a trend line, and if you break that trend line, you got a higher possibility of this just busting your ass. Looks like this is going to be an ass busting thing for Bitcoin this weekend. Bitcoin dominance is going to get its ass handed to it as it falls, but that's going to make these altcoins go up, baby, like others. Well, this is very similar to Total 3. We've got it on the 4-hour, and look, she looks bullish. Ichimoku Cloud looks like, yeah, I've been waiting for this. I couldn't wait to get you alone by myself, and chasing her up the ladder. Whoever is getting altcoins getting chased up the ladder is all I got to say. Which leads me to, hey man, let's go check out some of these altcoins. Orca is a booming. That's what apparently she likes to do after she makes you give up on her and go sideways forever and ever and a day. Orca. Well, she pumped up and she looks like she's coming back for a 50% retrace right there. So probably a decent area to consider getting in, even if you might want a DCA. Probably the smartest choice, just in case she wants to come down and retest these areas, because these kind of breakouts can come back down here to that $4-5 area. Trying to hold this area that it wicked up to. That's 650. We're here on Orca on the daily. Nice rounded shape, and what they are is just big ass slow accumulations, and then when they get ready to run, this is what they do. And the rumor is that the rounded bottoms in cryptos and on the streets alike, rounded bottoms are rumored to pay the bills. I don't know about you guys, but woo, we've been getting these bills paid. Actually, let's talk about that for a moment. That's something we probably no. I don't see any crypto YouTubers talking about this stuff, but you know, we're all talking about getting the gains and getting the money and everything, and you know, and flexing the lifestyle. A lot of them are doing. But have you sit down and seriously thought about what to do if you do get that life-changing money, you get that windfall over this next 12 to 18 months? It could go to 18 months. We'll focus more on 10 to 12 months. the safe period. But seriously, have you thought about that? Those ideas, what to do? I mean, you should probably start thinking about that. And that might be lining up. You don't have to talk to them yet, but at least lining up maybe a tax attorney. Yeah, those would be good. And that way they can take care of your taxes and give you some advice on how to structure things. And maybe if you get to where, hey, man, I want to do this crypto thing full time. There might be a better way to structure it with some tax admin, advantages there. So there's some ideas. The first thing that I would recommend you to do, this is not financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor, but this is what worked for me. The first thing you need to do when you get the money is get out of debt. If you don't clear that debt out, it's going to follow you around. And one bad move, one bad thing, that debt's still there. It doesn't go away. Get out of that system. The crypto is here to remove us from this debt fiat system and put us into a positive asset system. And that's what we've got in crypto. We're getting out of their negative, it's fake money. It not worth anything. It is imaginary money. It's not backed by anything. They took it off the gold standard. The old thing with the OPEC that was hopefully the saving grace to kind of keep us in dominance. Well, that faltered. OPEC is looking at China and the BRICS. There's a rift in the system, if there's a rift in their system. And there's a fight for the dominance of money. And I'm telling you, Bitcoin's creeping up on them, and they realizing that you can't beat Bitcoin. But if you want to maximize this, you definitely don't want to have any debt. Get rid of the debt. Get out of their system, or as best as you can. Debt being the biggest thing that screws up all of our lives. Now, there's good debts and there's bad debts. There's debtors and there's creditors, and the debtors are the slaves to the creditors. Think about that. If you are in debt, you are a slave in some shape or fashion. Let's not be slaves. Let's be sovereign. And Bitcoin gives us that ability because it is a sovereign money. Here we are, Orca, blasted up to past 950, that 618 Fibonacci that we love so well. Looks like you got up around $10 there, just a little over. Getting a little pullback past that little 50%. Oh, you lied, Road Dog. Come back and retesting this 382 area. Actually, we can kind of fine tune it right now. I do want to put a few targets over it. Well, yeah. And you might see some overlapping as we do this too. There's my targets from that one. We're going to assume, because it makes an ass out of both you and me, and might as well, let's do it together. Swing low to swing high, tell me where I need to buy, and now, let's see price. Retracing, and this is the 50% mark that actually, you would want to look at if you're doing it for that candle, or what I talked about earlier. When you get a big, strong impulse move, Dow theory says that it should retrace to the 50% mark. And that's exactly where you see it right now. I said that earlier, but I wasn't taking the measure from here. It's for this actual candle right here. Doing exactly that. Now, if I take the whole move for the Fibonacci, well, we're doing okay. And we could still come back down even further, even down to this 50% mark. But it's interesting seeing that Dow theory is holding, at least at the moment anyway. It may bounce from there. It's got a good chance. Remember we talked about it earlier. You got an area of support over here. These situations, I like to draw a trend line because that's also a nice place where you can catch a little traction. So we're kind of looking anywhere between where we are now at 645 on down to $5 for a little bit of retracement. That's what the daily chart tells us. We can come down to the 4 hour, kind of tweak it in a little bit and get rid of these Fibonacci's. So she's just getting started here, in my personal opinion, for a little bit of a retrace. And I think she's got a good chance to come back to the lower fives. Let's watch her. The 4 hour non-moving average is coming in at 567. So she's coming down a little bit from where she is. Watch it on the 1 hour. You can see that she lost her 21 and the non-moving average is starting to cross it bearishly. It should be targeting the 50 on this one and can dip lower. So again, still looking for about this $5 area there. But otherwise, she made a nice little come up today. Cannot complain about that. No siree. She was sitting at 416, blasted off, did 137%. Gave you plenty of time there, even up to 850 to kind of moonbag this guy. Awesome. Please tell me your microphone is on. That would really suck if it wasn't. So Orca's doing pretty good. Also, Flip. Chain Flip it is. Doing pretty well. Now the 1 hour lost its 9 moving average. That's probably noteworthy. Let's look in the bigger time frames. Probably good to zoom out on the daily. See what is really going on. Nice rounding shape and starting to blast off over the 200 moving average on the daily. That's always a welcome sign. That puts us in bullish territory if we can maintain that. And it's a bonus when you get the 9 crossing that following price there. That's an extra little bonus saying, hey man, they'll probably stick this time. Didn't stick the other time. There wasn't any crossings of moving averages over it. We got it now. There's a little red line called the 21 moving average. This one's looking very bullish. Now we got a 360 moving average coming here at $3.04. It's telling us that that $3 area is a great target just by the moving averages alone. Looks like she's coming out of her accumulation zone, and she may be flirting with the bigger one right now. Ichimoku Cloud looks very promising, very strong. I like what I see here. If we were to apply a little fib magic here from swing low to swing high, tell me where I need to buy, we see that she filled her obligation here for this swing and came all the way down to the 1618. I gave it the full old Yankee measure right there. This is more than likely the bottom. I would feel safe calling this the bottom. And then we can get our fib from swing high to swing low, and it will tell us where price should freaking go. And here is that little area we're looking at. That this is 276, the price. Oh, now 236 Fibonacci, anything, if you're familiar with my strategy, anything below this is a great place to accumulate. Man, in about 6 months, when you look back at Flip Chain, you're going to say, man, I thought 240 was too high to buy. Turns out that was just silly stuff because we're sitting here at $8.50. Those kind of ideas. But it takes time for that to happen. We could get rejected up there, come back down. We don't really know, but flipping that 200 moving average, that's kind of a big one. DCAing or waiting for a stronger pullback would be your best bet with this one, as she's starting to take off already. But if you're already in it and looking for a place to win it, I would recommend the 618 Fibonacci right here. Looking to the left, you got some confluence with an area that was highs, resistance, and then we're going to be headed back there. In my personal opinion, that's one worth waiting for. That's coming in at about $6.16. And from where we are right now, for all you that just can't handle it and I gotta buy now, you might make 155% if you can hold on that long. The smarter people would wait for a little bit of a pullback. Like, what if we came back to this 200 moving average or 9 moving average, somewhere around 160? I don't know if we will. What if you did that and went up there? Well, you could be making 257%. Which would you rather have, 257% or 155%? That's how much just being patient and buying a little cheaper, or maybe doing a little dollar cost average, that could help work that magic out for you. Let's take a look at Tectum if you don't mind. I don't mind. Well, unless they're at. Oh, we were looking at a waffle pattern, just checking levels and stuff here. She's still doing kind of what Tectum do is. I just want to race these. Do I have to race everything? It's the same thing. Whatever. Let's do it. Zoom out. We're going to go with the latest high to the latest low, or the lowest low. Same thing as we said before, that 236 areas are very well defined here, very well support resistance flip area that we need to get above. That's at 1294, 1295 area. Like the last one we looked at, like Orca on the daily time frame, also clearing this 200 moving average. If you zoom in on this guy, you'll see that a lot of other moving averages across too, namely the 9 and the 100. Can't see the 50. Is the 50 over that? 50 is at 9. The 50 has crossed it as well. That was your buy signal. Oh no, the 50 has been crossed. She's riding right along it. We're waiting for them all to start flipping over. It's a bullish sign. She's getting a pullback. These are some good areas to be picking this up. Anywhere between $9 and $9.38, where we are right now, is juicy for this one, in my personal opinion, for Tectum. And once she gets out of this accumulation zone, the fun is going to start. Fun, maybe starting this weekend. That's a nice little tracement there. That looks like a 618. I don't know, you're 786. I gotcha. Okay. Put you back up there. Shorter term target, I'll be looking at 1521. Just for a shorter term target. Looking to the left, you should be able to see a little confluence with that too. That's also a little area contention. It was support here and then resistance here and resistance there. Pips are great at picking those things out in case your eyeball misses them. Just saying. $15.21, but we really need to look at 13, get past it, and then we can. I mean, 15 will do good in the short run, but the sweet spot, in my personal opinion, is going to be up here between these two targets, around $35 and also 78. Tectum. Let's take a look at, how about Harmony 1? That one's been doing pretty good. Can't complain about this one too much because she went up past where she was in March. Yeah, baby! I mean, think about this. This is a coin that, like, when they're down in the dumps and they're sitting here around a penny, 1.2 cents, and no, I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. That sucks. That one's, I don't know, it might do something. You get all kinds. This is when nobody wants to touch these coins, and that's when you need to be touching them. You need to be getting your fingers all in them, all juicy, slowly building them back in these bottoms if you're trying to play this altcoin game, especially against the dollar. Playing against Bitcoin might be a little bit different, might not work out as you want it to. But playing against the dollar, that's the name of the game. Now we're coming up against the resistance area. Not quite got it yet. We did nail this target, by the way. Oh, we got to do this. I'm so sorry. So sorry to put you through this. Let me clear all these boring previous areas out of the way here. Let's draw our little percentage guy. Where are you, percentage guy? Hello, percentage guy. Oh, man, I always do that wrong. That's 140% gains there. Boom! At 0.04275 was our target. She's a little bit above it. Might be testing it for support there. Trying to go higher, but I'm good. She'll probably get a retest. If we were to pull our Fibonacci from swing high to swing low, we should be probably in a 113 area. Are we? Yeah, we are. She's still a little bit above it, though. She's a little bit stronger than, I take that as a bullish sign, actually. Nailed it. We got to do this for the algorithm. Oh, I forgot. I'm still learning how to do this. I'm trying to get the order right for the algorithm. Yeah. If you want to nail this market, if you want to know prices going 5 years before it ever gets there and all that, you need, that's not it. You need to join our $2,400 a month FTSE OnlyFans FTSE chart group today. Thank you. All right. And oh yeah, the post. You gotta point at it and go, ah. All right. I think we were good on the algorithm. We'll just take this and post it over to the vanity room in our vanity wall. That's the perfect place to put a vanity post, isn't it? This was Harmony. Harmony, you can't even spell it. $140% gains. Woo. And we pushed that there. Okay, that's cool. How about Peak? We've been following Peak because Peak has been doing really good. We're following it down in the low 20s, trying to wait for it to get there because, you know, she was too high at 40 cents before. So we were plotting out those areas. And we had several nailed it targets on this one too. You are still okay. You're not above your wick over here yet. Let's clear her out and get some new information here. Probably come to a smaller time frame just to kind of see. Wow, look at that. That's cool. If you don't see what's happening, she is probably at a no. You've already passed it, haven't you? I thought she was at a resistance area. She's no. I was looking at this. Or trying to look at this idea. This angle, yeah, that would probably be a little resistance for her. She'll probably give it up pretty soon. She's going at 58 cents. Ichimoku Cloud looks really good. She's getting kind of far away from her moving averages, and since when they do the 9, it always rides really close to it. Always rides really close. Now I know it's subjective to say, well, price gets too far away from a moving average, because you're like, oh, what the hell does that even mean? This is where if you were trying to nail this, I guess we can actually put the strategy. I talk about this all the time, but I've never actually, we never actually kind of traced it down. We follow trend lines, right? And they've all got secondaries and things like that. So we're basically following this trend line, and then she's got this other one. If you're really trying to nail it, you'll get on the smaller time frames. I know. This is when you would want to zoom in. And then you've got all the options anywhere from here on up to take profits. But the sweet thing would be any deviations on the trend line. When it breaks, that's it. When it breaks, it's over. And maybe she'll do one more trend line and you draw another one up there. But when that one breaks, pay yourself. And that's how you can really kind of nail in some of those tops, other than maybe getting lucky with a nailed it target with a fib or something, or a measured move. But if you're trying to actually zoom in when you're in an actual live trade, this is what I like to do. And you don't have to do it perfect, but this will help you nail it closer than anything else. A lot better than, say, if you're on something, well, I knew it when price was just too far away from that 21 moving average. Oh man, it's just been away from that moving average for a long time and kept going up. Not a good gauge. You need something that's going to tell you when something's going to make a change. Not when something I gotta guess. Oh, darn it. You mean I could have milked it for more? There's techniques that you can milk it for more. I just like to talk about them. So that's Peak. Peak looks like it's headed up here to, where are you going, Peak? PEAQ. Real world asset play, 58.59 cents is what I'm looking for. Let's see what else we can come up with. Yeah. Now she might just keep on the truck, and we don't know, but I would expect some resistance here along that line though. Some resistance, but when you look at the bigger picture of things, if you're still looking at this idea, I mean, this is a megaphone pattern, right? This is a rising, broadening pattern, or wedge, sometimes call it. And so anywhere along this top trend line is where she's going to be trying to go, basically. Let's get rid of that one for right now. And then, of course, we got our little fibs, and now I would go with this one myself. Right here, about 64 cents. I would be looking at 64 cents on that little guy with where did you come down to? Oh, really? This measure. 78. Okay, 78. All right, and then this guy. So when I use my fib strategy, it's telling me to go with these two targets. 64 cents and 60. Oh no. 70 cents. So Peak doing some cool stuff. So I was getting in around here when we were breaking out and all of that. We were around the low 20s. Through there building a bag. I started DCAing a little bit higher, and I think in the 30s, but then I started building the majority of my bag right here, all around these bottoms, and then especially after that breakout, I started going harder. So it's been performing nice, and from where we were then to where we are now, 171% gains. Believes it or not. Welcome to mini altcoin season. Welcome to crypto. Who is here on the, who is in the chat is on their first cycle? It's your first journey into crypto, your first up cycle, your first bull run. Let me know in the chat, because it is a wild ride. And hopefully, you know, tune into my channel and some other channels like Joe from Trade Intuition, and whoever you resonate with as. It's probably best if they're not out there shilling something the whole time. That's usually a red flag. But if you don't see them chilling stuff or getting too much into the ego and bragging too much, you probably found a pretty solid person, really, and can learn something. But you want to soak up, you want to learn as much as you can about how this market moves. Because it could take you, normally it takes people about 2 cycles. At your first cycle, you're screwing up a lot. Even if you got somebody guiding you, you still got to work through all your own little personal screw ups and emotions and all that. But by the time the second cycle comes around, you're ready to ace it. I don't feel like I'm getting anything from me chat. Oh, there's more showing up here than on my tablet. That's weird. Let's go see what we got here. A lot of turkeys and hamburgers. Hey, there's Joe. How's it going, Joe? Joe from Trade Intuition. Yeah. Can you review SNEC again? We'll take a look at SNEC. Kiddo says, hi, dog. Can we have a look at ICP and Bannery? They might make some short-term bucks. I think everything's going to make some short-term bucks. This way it looks right now. That's nice, man. This is so much better than all summer, right? Summer sucked. We were hoping for something like this during summer, just, you know, because we're so silly in this market. We're like, oh, this is it. We're going to. Even if you've been in here for a while, it's like, you know, every cycle we all fall for that. It's like, okay, this might be it. We'll go past 70,000, maybe do 100. No, we're just going to go. Our worst fears manifested right in front of our eyes. We said, I remember on the stream saying, man, I mean, call me crazy, but wouldn't it be weird if we just spent all summer just going down and sideways? And wouldn't that just be horrible? That was right at the top point that I didn't listen to my own signals enough. And then here, oh man, it's just summer. Oh, man, did I have a lot of life lessons. I'm still, after all this time in crypto, since 2013, 2014 was when I started really getting heavy into Bitcoin and crypto, and learned lessons all the way. But this last little, every time you're learning something, no matter how long you've been in here, it seems like you're always learning something, and it's always changing. There's always a new sector, new technology coming. It's crazy. Hi, man. Best crypto guy here. Would love to see what you think of Sui. We'll take a look at Sui. Source says, please tell me the mic is on. So then it says, someone lit a fire under Caspa. Yeah, it's about time. We'll take a look at that one too. Proppy is also very interesting. I'm in Proppy. I'm just waiting for number to keep going up. I'm doing it on base, and I don't know how much liquidity is over on base. But that's where I'm playing it. And it's not as easy to find. Sub says, this is my first bull run. Oh, Sub. Well, hey, congratulate yourself because you in it. That's the first thing. A lot of your friends, a lot of your family not in it. And they're missing out. Oh, seriously. One of the last few remaining chances just to really change your life. Every bull run that we get from here, I mean, it'll be questionable as to how much that we can get. Those early ones are the ones that really set you up for it. So, but you are still early. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. You're still early in the game. In the big picture of the thing, you are still very early. And you got plenty of time to make some good money. You just gotta, the biggest advice I can give you is DCA would be the best strategy, the most successful strategy for somebody that's brand new. I'm seriously, in retrospect, if I could go back and tell my past self what to do back in the day, I would say dollar cost average into strong projects you believe in and try to get them on, you know, when the market's down rather than chase them when, like to now when they're going to go up so much. That's the best advice I can give you off the bat. Crypto opinion, because who takes advice from just any old turkey on the internet? We worked it in there. Ha ha ha. Do you want to build a snowman? I would love to build a snowman. All right. Turkey time. Can you please look at Aptos? We're getting a full list tonight, aren't we? All right. Well, we got to start getting busy. Let's go take a look at them. And there's a few more on my list to go over too. Okay, we got this. We're going to mismatch. We're going to smash it all together. All right, let me throw one of them on out. We'll throw one of yours out. We'll go piece by piece here. I got Aerodrome. What you got? Aerodrome popping off at 220. It's not by now, but if you've been in it, you might want to keep paying yourself. I've been paying myself, and I buy back when she gets low or gets a big pullback. I can do that, and that's just what I'm doing. But I'm also probably playing this a little different than the most average person. Well, some average persons or some other people are doing it. My strategy, I've went over this plenty of times before, but on some of these coins, a lot of these that I've been in for a while, I layer out like this, and I just let price go where, and she may not get up there, but when she comes back down, I add into it, and then we play this game again. But my orders are stacked, my heavier orders to lighter orders on the way down, to kind of maximize that. And I like that idea because as the price goes up, you're getting more and more profit rather than just taking it all on the bottom. Well, in a sense, I pyramid down, but if you don't do it that way, then you could be doing like this. You'd be selling too much at the bottoms, and then you got little less to sell and little less to sell and little less to sell, and your profits kind of just, you know, they end up petering out. It's good. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It peters out. But if you invert that pyramid and sell a little less on the bottoms and then more and more, you get bigger paydays, and the bag lasts further, it goes further. Just some things to, you know, just to add to your put in back, park it in the back of your mind. Play with these ideas and stuff if you haven't before. You might find something that helps you out a little bit more. 262. Let's do it, baby. It's my next target for you. If we're doing the, oh God, did you do that? Did you do it for real? No, say you didn't, Road Dog. No. Okay. I ain't gonna bitch at it. I like it. Could we be working toward 290 and 261 out of Aerodrome? Maybe. Let's check out SNEC. Well, this is SNEC getting rejected at the 3618 like a good coin should. She can get a pullback, and I would expect her to get a little bit of a bigger pullback. But then, you know, like Bitcoin and altcoin total 3, we also had the same exact thing right here. We got lost on it, but then we broke above it eventually. So I mean, it can recover from here is what I'm trying to say. We zoom out on SNEC. I mean, if you're not paying yourself on this, I mean, dude, 3618. This is likely, that was likely the top for a while. That was likely it. So definitely, and if you're thinking about, I mean, maybe she could still shoot. I would see she would need to correct first, in my personal opinion, somehow. So trend lines again could help because you haven't broken one. So technically, I mean, you're still in the game, right? Well, kinda. You broke one. You broke this one, or the next one I'm drawing. This one you broke. So it's coming down to the 4-hour time frame where it makes sense. So what this means is that the bottom of this trend line and probably this orange line right through there, maybe lower, It depends. There's a cloud there, a big thick cloud. If we go through the cloud, sometimes she can push us lower. So there may be some ideas that we come down through here. Don't see a sign of it yet, but it lost this, or price has lost this one right here. We fine tune it, lost it, and then looks like it kind of retested it, came back underneath it, whatever, coming down. So she's about played out. She need to take a rest, man. She's too hot. This one, great time to pay yourself because she wants to come down. ICP also had a rejection area, getting seriously rejected there. If I were to zoom in on this, do we have a triple top kind of idea going on here? Well, we got several, more than 3 touches up there. Definitely notable resistance. That's a nailed it target right there. What is that lovely target? Should be a 382 Fibonacci. Just our accumulation, minor accumulation zone, kind of like this fib pull, but from a different place. I don't think you're lined up, are you? What's going on here? Well, that's some sloppy fib pulling right there. You need to tighten that game up. So for ICP, I think we went over this a few days ago. In my personal opinion, anywhere under $22 is a great place to accumulate ICP. And if you've been doing it a lot lower, well, you're the smart one in your family. Right now, I don't think it's the best place to buy it, but if she breaks above this 1550, that might be the best place to buy it. But she can get rejected in there. She's at a 618 Fibonacci here at this 1520 area that she's at. That's this yellow line here. She's likely to get rejected and come back maybe to 13, maybe down to 11. It could happen. Doesn't mean it has to happen. We would like to see it happen if we want to get it cheaper, but altcoins this weekend do look kind of feisty, and it may not be. It may take it a while to get back to these areas. Another shorter term target, if you want to look for that, there's our 618 that we're on, would be this guy right here at 1775 and 1923. Those two guys. And if you look to the left, you'll see why also. If you were just doing your horizontal fib areas, you'd come across similar, not the exact same prices necessarily, but something very similar that could also work. Hello? Martha, is that you? Do you need a cab? Should I send one to pick you up? All right, so ICP, I like it. I would just look for a pullback. We'll go into a smaller time frame just to see what it looks like. Oh, and we were there. So are you going to break up above this? It's kind of cool that she's been staying here for so long and not just coming down. She's above the 9 moving average on the 4 hour. I can't say anything bad about it. But I can't tell you what she's going to. It looks like she wants to try it, but I can also see a situation where she could just keep trying and then give up and then come down too. So trend lines, I think, are the most helpful thing, and I would probably go from here to there, and that would make a nice little guideline to tell you, hey man, we break this, probably want to go ahead and get paid a little bit more than not, because if she does, she could be coming down to definitely lower areas, and that could be down in these areas, and that would retest this area about 1180. So be a great place to add more to your bag. But if I were going to speculate on any of them that might actually break out this weekend, I think this would be a good one to watch. She's in a position to where she could just keep on taking off, so we got to keep our eyes on it. Let's take a look at the 1 hour on it. Now she's below the 9 moving average on the 1 hour, so we do have to watch carefully. But 4 hour and above, still above it, so we got a chance. She's got a chance. She might do it. She's a runner. How about Banry? I follow them in concert. What? Perhaps we should zoom out on Henry before I start drawing lines. Well, that line's still, it's valid for that. Bannery. So what happened with Bannery? There's lots of ways that you can look at that. Not just seriously, but I like to connect the dots up here and see what we can get. And we get something like a fallen wedge. If we do something like that, that could work. And then we got a lackluster thing and a lackluster breakout. A lot of times you might say when we get these and we don't get the big breakout and we're on the bottom, well, they start rounding and they start kind of curving. And we talked about the rounding bottom a little earlier, and some of them more round than others, but still overall, you basically just get this bowl shape going on the bottom, and we love that. So two of the things to look at on market bottoms are a rounding shape, which I kind of like, and then if one goes flat, those are very potent too. But they can, like this one, it was just flat. It was flat, and then boom. But I like the rounding ones better because at least this way you know that they're still probably alive. If they're just sitting there going flat, you're kind of like, I don't know if this one's going to live or not. Because it could just die. But when they don't, they break out and they do good. So we got this idea, and then we got to measure move from this, and let's do the standard way. This is your standard way, and it's the same as if you carried your extent from your trend lines, your patterns. You draw it from one trend line to the other, or from the top of the wick. Thomas Bukowski kind of says do that. Put that at the breakout area as best you can, and then that will give you a measured move saying, hey man, we got a good chance of hitting in this area at 33 cents. And that's an excellent way to get a target. You might want to front run in a little bit. It's a little cloudy area. You got some wiggle room here and there, but that's what it says that we should be doing with this. And from there, we'll probably get a bigger pullback and have to figure out what else we're doing. So we got that idea. You've also got your Fibonacci idea. Now this isn't a great spot. It's right in this little magic area, these higher rejection areas of the 786 Fibonacci, which is what I'm going to mark. That's coming at $31. This 0.5 at 0.22 cents. That one's also very relevant. Skipping over the 618 on this one because it might want to blast through it, believe it or not. Just looking at the price action to the left there, it gives us our clues that we would look through. Looks like she might come. Well, there is rejection there. I'm sorry, I looked at that wrong. 618 is usually one of the most relevant, well, I'd call it the most relevant Fibonacci level to go with. It's everybody's favorite because it works so well all the time. And right now we're coming up against resistance against 18 cents. So I think the 25 and 33 cent areas, those would be great for Bannery. That could give us another possible 50 to right at another 100% from where we are now. Any pullbacks, I would be looking to retest this 13.8 area. Come down on the 4-hour time frame just to see what's going on. We're getting rejected right here temporarily, probably. Same thing we're seeing with a lot of other coins. I mean, we got our main trend line. We had a channel. This is what it looks like in channels. If we want to take a channel concept, we had that. And then she started deviating and doing this, and there could be another bigger channel here that we're trying to move up to. So that's what's going on when we draw those trend lines there. And if we lose this trend line, well, that kind of puts us back at the possibility of touching the bottom of this one. And our 200 moving average is coming in this area too. And that would be a great place for support for a deeper retracement. We're hoping for not getting a deeper retracement. We're hoping that this one's continuing on its parabolic move, that big curve, and we'll start spiking sharply up here to 25 cents. That was what we're hoping for. How about that CRV? We're looking at it here on the channel, and I made a point to do that when she was around 28 cents and under, because I know what this one can do. And here she is at 123 after hitting, what, 133 today. So shout out to any of you guys who got into CRV here on the channel and got it at some good, decent prices, somewhere below 40 cents or whatever. Even no matter where you got it, she's doing pretty good now. She may come back down to these 65, 68 cent areas, and then there's a good chance to come back for a retest at some point. I don't know if she'll do that now or if she'll come up to 170 and get rejected in that area. But when you get a breakout of a wedge or a channel, you've got about a 64% chance to come back and retest those areas. If not those areas, then any of these peaks along the way, like this one at 88 cents, that would be one to test. Find possible support in there. But she's looking good, looking good. Might even do some damage. Now, for those that might want to hang on to this for a little while, I mean, there's a possibility she goes all the way to $4.26 or higher. Oh, we got Sleepy there. We got her. How long have we been going? Oh, we already hit an hour. It's about time to turn into a snowman. We're going to turn into a snowman. What happened to my screen? Let's take a look at Sui. Sui. I've got the target 466. That's a 3.618 Fibonacci. Like, wow, we looked at that. Should be a nice little resistance area. For real, for real. I'm just going to borrow you and put you up here. This was the area that we had at first in that one, and did not totally nail it perfectly. You suck. But we did get right up in right there in that neck of the woods. Gosh darn it, you missed it by 10 cents. You suck. And she came back, retested like this trend line, like we hoped that she would. Respected it after wicking through. And then now we're heading toward 465. Well, she gets strongly rejected there. She should get a bigger rejection, probably come back down a little bit, but then we got to see. We just got to see. Sui is pretty much in price discovery. And if you wanted a guess, I mean, you just look back from where we come from, and this was a wide and broadening pattern, right? And I mean, for real, we could be looking at something as crazy as 585 out of sweep. We take the measured move for this channel, or this rising wedge there. Not rising wedge. It's a megaphone pattern. It's a bearish megaphone pattern technically, or kind of neutral, but closer to bearish than not. 584. It's getting sleepy as far as the snowman's getting sleepy. How about that old Caspa? Caspa's at 17.6 cents, believe it or not. That's crazy. We had a trade set up here. And it looks like, and my target for is 18.3 cents on our trade setup. So she's playing out nicely. Caspa's also in one of those megaphone patterns, and depending on how it would probably be better to draw it this way, so we can get the touches there. There we go. More of a channel. Yeah. High to this one down here. Touch here, touch there with the bodies. I like that. Let's extend that up a little bit. So straight up from there is 21 cents. We're coming into some interesting areas here. I've had a 23 cent target forever and a day. We've got a measure move that which should take us to 19.7. We've also got this next little target here, 18.4. And things are looking good. Now, if we look at this as a bear trap idea, which I don't see why you wouldn't, it could be a strong move. So it looks like Caspa's It's everything on here saying she wants to do a stronger move. Ichimoku Cloud likes it. Things are starting to turn around for Caspa. She's got some work still left to do with her moving averages and things, but overall, shit looks good. Where's my indicators? Indicators! Where are you? Wait, don't I have indicators? Oh, there you are. Let's see what they look like on the daily here. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Money flow is starting to curve up, and it hasn't gotten to the green yet. She's getting ready to. Caspa's getting ready to do it. Okay, come to a smaller time frame. Can we add to our bags anywhere soon? Do I get it cheaper? Ah, you suck. Really? You're not going to give me a chance to get it much cheaper? No more 15.9s or 15.7s or anything? You suck, Caspa. You suck. You're supposed to tell me when you're going to pop off. You keep popping off without me, and that sucks. I'm having to be conservative. This one's been a difficult with the way it's done. I've had difficulty, really maximizing my bag like I have on some other coins. Because the range that the volatility with it, I'm having a hard time working with it with the margin that I've got to work with without putting myself at too much risk. And so she's been a little bit of a challenge growing that bag bigger. Let's take a look at Proppy. It's at $1.62 right now. It's one of the 1 hours. Zoom out to the daily here. Okay, nice. I like what I'm seeing here. It's our accumulation zone. Broke out of that. That's cool. Probably should be looking at this $2 area, but I think the sweet spot, and I've got it marked over here. Did we screw that line up or something? Did we move that? Oh, you did something here. Tighten up my lines. 278 in that area is the main one that I'm looking for, and that could give us from where we are. It looks like we're clearing this area. It's not out of the woods yet, but it looks like we're trying to clear it. We'll probably come up, then come back and retest it. Honestly, probably hit 201 and maybe come back down to 160 in that area. But from here, that's about 70% gain up to 278. I like that. And let's take a look at Aptos. Aptos at $15.09. It's right in our little box here, and this is the areas we need to start looking for to get rejected. I'm leaning a little bit toward this 1630 area. It looks like that's where she wants to try to go to next. Looking really bullish. Now, if she gets real bullish, she might get 1768. That's our 886. But from those, she should get a pullback. Let's see if we can. That's a messy chart. Well, that didn't work. We had a measured move there from, yeah, I think it was inverted head and shoulders or something. That's a steep one there. And notice how price went up to it, and that worked just beautifully, and they had a retest, and then she went on and went along her merry little way. That's just how this stuff works. I got this little orange box here for a cautionary to start looking for where it will slow down. And it looks like she's trying to push us up to 16 now. I kind of like that. She keeps coming up, and we could get a nice big double bottom scenario here, and that has a much bigger measure move, which just kind of estimate it right now from eyeballing it could lead us up to around $34 right there. I think that's kind of interesting. Aptos, just the party is starting. The party is getting started, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting a possible mini little altcoin season going on as Bitcoin dominance continues dropping. Rejected off of the 60% area, and as we watch Total 3 go up, we can start watching all of our backs go up, start watching all these bubbles go up. Bubble go up, man, bubble go up. It's like we're getting a little bit of a pullback here on the hour, but we saw that on Total 3 that for the next few hours it looks like we might be up to something like that, but overall it does look good. Take one other look here at Total 3 again, shorter term, just to kind of get a feel for what's going on, or even others. And I'm talking like on the 1 hour time. Oh, the 1 hour. Oh yeah, we're breaking out. I forgot. It was the 15 minute. But we did clear that. That is cool. And we might buy, I don't, basically, we just need to zoom out. We're looking good overall. Got to be patient. You might find a few deals, a few places, maybe add some things to your bag. I would highly recommend chasing, not trying to buy tops. And if we are at any area, like this is at an area of resistance here, right? Where we have a target where we could sell, or we had an area that, you know, showed some resistance before on a bigger time frame or something like that, somewhere over to the left. Any area of resistance, you don't want to be buying at areas of resistance. You always want to try to buy areas of support. The areas of resistance are there for taking profit, and because that's what everybody else is going to do. And then when they do that, that has a tendency to drive price down. So I mean, you can probably, the thing is, if you're new to this market or something and you start chasing green candles, you might think that it will work all the time, and it doesn't. There's some times and a few little periods where, yeah, it might work for you pretty good for a little while, but it usually comes to bite you in the butt. There will be the big red pullback days that will come, because there always are. Even if we're starting to get into up only phase, there will be some big pullbacks and everything, and those will be the best time if you can start paying yourself and collecting some money or whatever for those occasions. Man, those are the ones where you can make a serious comeback, because price will bounce back up and keep taking off. So when those big scary drops are coming, that's what we need to focus on, really getting ready for those. And then when you bounce back from those, oh man, it's like it's instant payday. It's like, oh my gosh, this is better than what I did waiting all this other time. It can be that good. We'll take another look at Bitcoin as she fluctuates under $100,000 again. I'm going to look at her on the 6-minute time frame because, well, I do that. We're over here talking to the devil right now. She's talking to Lucy as we speak right there, and that little devil girl. Looks like we got some kind of deal with the devil going on right now. For right now, it's short term, kind of shaky there. Overall, even on this time frame, I kind of like it. We still got some strength going on here. We'll probably go sideways. A little scary. I doubt that we go over 100,000 before Sunday anyway. Sunday, they might try to play with our feelings on that. We got this whole little range down here. We could be playing between 98, just on this time frame from what I can see on it. And we got our 100 moving average up here. So we got this is a whole little range to kind of play with for quite a little while this weekend. But the beautiful thing is that as Bitcoin dominance goes down and Bitcoin goes sideways, if you look at my little cheat sheet right there, alts have a tendency to go up. And if Bitcoin goes down and Bitcoin decides to go up, well, we get a little altcoin season action. So either way, as long as Bitcoin dominance continues to decline, and it is losing levels and levels and levels, even here on the 6-minute, here it is on the 1 hour, altcoins don't do good. Our numbers are going to go up. Bags are going to pump. 31 people. Glad to have you here. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I'm going to go ahead and clear out. We've been on here for how long? That's a little shorter than usual. An hour, 14 minutes. Perfect for a stream. Trade carefully this weekend, guys. We'll be back again tomorrow evening. And let's go make that life-changing money. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Ho, ho, ho. Heard you call a hoe.
I've been keeping my eyes on you all year.
I'll put that on the list for tomorrow. Bumpy, I'm sorry I didn't see that in time.
You've been taking notice. That much is clear.
Snow Dog.
To ask you, hoping you'll take this right. Girl, have you got plans for Christmas night?
Thank you very much, kiddo. I appreciate that.
Why don't we
That means a lot. It doesn't go to my head either, but it does. It lets me know that, well, for the longest time, for the past 2 years, I just keep wondering, does this stuff really help anybody? Are people getting it? Am I explaining it enough? You know, and so feedback helps.
Don't you think that the holidays should be all about the
Crypto says, this is my second one up now overall, but scared to take profit and what to pick with said profit. One of the mistakes that I still have to slap my hand for is when you take profit, you need to hold on to that profit. My bad habit was always trying to roll it into another coin. It's still a bad habit. I have to keep taking my money off my exchange or else I'll spend it. I will. I'm like a woman in the shoe store when it comes to crypto. I'm just like, oh my God, there's another pants on sale. Let's pick it up. It's horrible. But so it's a habit you got to change. I understand. We'll try to help you out with, at least give you a heads up on the channel of good habits, good practices. She's very close to topping out, in my opinion. Trying to do that one next. FALX. Can't wait for ICP to skyrocket. That would be awesome. Man, I missed a lot of these chats. ORNJ, I'll put that on my list too. Man, I've been meaning to do that one. I don't know if it's you or somebody else requested that one. ORNJ, I haven't looked at that one in a while. F-word alert. What? Oh no. Chili dog. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. Habib, come and rub my toes, please. We have to get them ready for the footsie group. Bring the tea tree oil, please. Thank you. It really takes a lot to keep his toes in good shape, especially that foot fungus you got going on, Road Dog. How's that doing right now? We don't talk about the foot fungus. There's no such thing as foot fungus. But it's right. Shh. Yeah, whatever.